Magandang araw mga kabayan at pag-uusapan po natin, panoorin natin at bibigyan ng reaksyon kung paano po sinabon ni Attorney Balikod itong miyembro ng NBI, yung investigating team, kung saan ay gusto daw po nila na ibukod itong 18 na pinatawag, pinasabpina at kanya-kanyang i-interrogate. So i-interrogate daw po sila isa-isa at very alarming at nakakatakot daw po ayon kay Attorney Topacio. Kaya hindi pumayag itong si Attorney Topacio at the same time itong si Attorney Balikod. At humarap din po, walang iba kundi si Congressman Mike Defensor at ang kanyang asawa upang patunayan na walang mali sa kanilang ginagawang pagtulong sa mga Marines. At aminado naman siya sapagkat sila ay wala namang kasalanan, hindi naman sila involved sa pagnanakaw, kundi sila ay nilalahad lang po nila kung ano ang tama. Nasa gobyerno natin ngayon, basta't ikaw ay kumakalaban sa korupsyon, mali ka at makukulong ka. So mukhang ito yung gusto nilang gawin sa lahat na miyembro ng dating security ni Saldico at ang mga Marines na iba. Pakinggan natin.
It says here, to provide relevant information on the investigation being conducted by this Bureau in relation to the deputation to conduct background investigation and verification from the Office of the Ombudsman on the joint affidavit dated 23 February 2026 of Bernard Tube et al. So it appears on your authority from the Ombudsman that you will just want to ascertain the identity of the applicants. But tell us if you want to go beyond your deputization. Just let us know.
Of course not. But yung background investigation verification will also go beyond your name and so we will have questions for them pertaining to
So you are no longer limited on the ascertainment of the identity of the 18, but you would want to dwell on matters raised in their sworn statement.
Definitely, fine.
So that's what your
We
direction.
will be limited to that only. We will be limited to the sworn affidavit submitted before the Ombudsman.
Yes, that's my
Will you be allowing us to do that?
Yeah, objection to that. No. Ang worry namin is your authority as deputy of the Ombudsman. Right? Nasa inyo. But if you want to dwell beyond the identity of the affiants, then let us know.
Yeah, we are looking at
Because if you want to interrogate them with respect to their affidavit, I am on the single lawyer for the 18, and you will now dwell on their constitutional right to be assisted by counsel of their choice.
just to be clear, no? They are not suspected of committing any offense, no? So hindi po ito custodial investigation. Let me repeat that this is not a custodial investigation. But just the same, if you want to be present when your clients are interviewed, you are more than welcome to do so.
Yes, because that is the source of our confusion.
Itong ngiti lang po ni Attorney Topacio. Alam na po ni Attorney Topacio. Ang gimmick po nitong mga opisyal na ito ng NBI, itong mga interrogator ng NBI ay basang-basa na po ni Attorney Topacio. Kaya iba na po yung kanyang ngiti.
Because no less than the head of your office is ubiquitous in media, already saying that 4 of the people are not in fact Marines, 8 of them were not in fact employed by Saldico, and he even said a lot more. Let me just point this out. Okay, these are the pervasive assertions of the NBI director. 14 Marines, there are only 14 Marines. The rest are not. That's his allegation already. And he is citing intelligence information given to him. He also said there was a general belonging to class 75 of PMA who recruited this 18, and they were only employed for 2 years. But we are ready to prove that one of them had been working with Zaldico for 9 years, A lot of them for 7 years, 5 years, 3 years, no? And then he even implied something venal or something corrupt on this 18. He said,
So, ano yung purpose ng NBI director, itong si Matibag, mga kabayan po natin, na panay po siya salita sa mainstream media ng kasinungalingan. Ito, pinapasinungalingan po ni Attorney Baligod ang kanyang mga allegation. Pinasinungalingan ni Attorney Baligod yung mga sinasabi po ng NBI director na si Matibag sa mga mainstream media. So parang naging propagandista ngayon yung NBI sa pagkakataong ito dahil mali-mali at chismis ang kanyang impormasyon na sinasabi po sa mainstream media. O ano pa ngayon ang maasahan natin sa mga otoridad natin? Ano pang maasahan natin ngayon sa NBI? So ang tanong, nakatanggap din po ba pasikreto itong NBI director? So bakit ganito na lang po sila ngayon, no, magtrato sa mga tunay na bayani, testigo na gustong ilabas kung ano ang katotohanan sa usaping korupsyon sa ating bansa? Gagawin, no?
these 18 have executed their affidavit because of economic reasons. Na wala daw silang trabaho at wala silang kita, hirap sa buhay. Next, may sinabi pa siya na we verified the flight detail of airtaxi.ph, and according to the certification given to us, there was no flight to Ilocos Norte between 2023 to 2025. But the affidavit says it was in 2022. Why did he skip the 2022? So, I think the director, and I'm sure you will follow what the director is saying, because I know Attorney Raimundo, that you are very close to the new director. Okay? So, let me just finish. No? So, my concern as a party involved here is that you subpoenaed us to ascertain the identity of the 18. Now you are telling us you want to go beyond the identity of the affiants. So, under what authority are you trying to do that? Because you are limited by the deputation by the Ombudsman. And if you want to get into the details, the Ombudsman already sent me a letter requiring us to perform a positive act of supplying additional information, etc., etc. So, my worry now is, Ombudsman will conduct a factual investigation. NBI will also conduct its own factual investigation that is beyond the deputation of Ombudsman. And you know that the law fronts on two agencies investigating the same factual issue because of the danger of two agencies coming out with different results. That is what the law prohibits. So, that's why, with due respect, sir, Attorney Raymond.
Ayan po, tingnan nyo po ha. Mukhang tamimi at napahiya po itong mga opisyal ng NBI. Siyempre, hindi naman yan sila amin. Alangan nila aminin na i-interrogate talaga nila itong mga manis. Malamang sabihin nila, hindi po ito mag-interrogate, kundi question and answer lang para po sa mga affidavit nila. Malamang ganyan ang sasabihin.
Let us limit our exercise now to conform with your subpoena. But if you want to dwell further, send us the proper subpoena so that we can also bring the affidavit, the pictures or videos attached to that affidavit, and some other evidence that you may require. But for now, I'm afraid that we cannot provide any answer to you that is beyond the identity of the 18. Thank you po. Thank you.
I think, let me just respond briefly.
Ma'am, may I just make a manifestation so you can respond to both of us at the same time?
Go ahead.
Attorney Raimundo, we are here lest anyone think that we have something to hide. That's why we are refusing. Let me give you the context. We are here out of respect to the National Bureau of Investigation as an institution.
Thank you, sir.
Nanggaling din po ako rito, the NBI is composed of men and women of high professionalism, integrity, and probity. However, due to political appointments at the very top, ay nawe-weaponize at nami-misemploy ang powers ng NBI, which is a highly revered institution. Ngayon po lang nalaman kay Attorney Baligod na meron na palang sabina o letter na inaanyayahan itong 18 na imbestigahan doon. This reinforces my belief na itong sabina na ito at yung sabina ron, dala-dalawa. Kayo, deputize sila, yung main source of the power, ay intended to harass and intimidate not only the 18 but my client and the other persons involved here as well. The fact that you are even telling us that they are going to be interrogated one by one in a room is already abuse, because the limits of your power are only within the four corners of your deputization, as Attorney Levy correctly stated, ascertain the background. Now, if you want to ask my client here about his background, and I believe his background is fairly well known, you ask him now. We will not consent to any one-on-one. That those are tactics that everyone knows are intended to intimidate and scare witnesses. We will not consent to that, custodial interrogation or not, because if you want to question him one-on-one, that's already custodial interrogation in anything but name. Huwag na tayong maglukuhan, Panyero. Tinatakot nyo lang kami. May question kayo. You're here. We are not. He's here now. You ask him. Tapos. Okay.
Alright.
So, basag po ang NBI, mga kababayan po natin. Dinurog ni Atty. Topacio, wag na nga tayo maglukuhan. Kasi totoo naman, mga kababayan po natin, di ba? Gusto talaga nilang takutin ito. Kasi ano naman natin kung sino yung utak nito, kasama sa Danadalibiran, Bongbong Marcos, Martin Romualdez, Sandro Marcos, at marami pang kongresista at mga senador. Wala eh. Wala silang lusot ngayon sa taong bayan. Lalo na alam ng taong bayan na talagang marami po ngayon, hindi naman natin sinasabi na sila po ay nakatanggap, no? Marami po ngayon sa gobyerno natin ay halos nakatanggap ng suhol upang gawin ang kanilang mali na trabaho, no? Itong pagpapakulong ng mga witnesses, pagpaparisto, pagsasapina, pagsususpende ng mga Okay, tuloy tayo, mga kabayan.
Thank you, T. Let's respond to that. First off, let me just say na, first of all, thank you for
Mukhang nauulol na, no? Mukhang nauulol. Nahihirapan magsalita ang NBI.
recognizing the integrity of the men and women in the NBI. So, you have our oath as lawyers and law enforcers that we are impartial. This is a fact-finding investigation. We will go where the evidence leads. Alright?
Narinig na namin yan eh.
Also,
Narinig na namin yan eh.
I just object to the use of the word interrogation. As I said earlier, hindi po ito
So palpal, no?
interrogation. The individuals subpoenaed today are not suspected of committing any offense. They are subpoenaed as witnesses. And so what we will do is an interview. Okay? Now, we are interviewing them individually for efficiency, to save time. But of course, if Attorney Baligod so chooses, he can accompany the interviewees one by one. We just have to schedule it today. But let me just reiterate that, that we are impartial here. We're just following where the evidence will lead. Okay? So, about the deputization from the Ombudsman, siguro we would just disagree with your assertion na it's limited to simply the identity of the subpoenaed individuals. Hindi po, so the background investigation and verification
So grabe palusot po ng opisyal ng NBI.
includes the contents of the judicial affidavit and other matters. So the NBI has plenary powers to investigate. We've been deputized by the Ombudsman to investigate, and we will do just that. But if you're telling us that you're objecting to answering questions that pertain to the contents of the judicial affidavit, and other matters, then that's noted po. No? But if it's still okay with you, we'll still proceed with the interview. And then if there are any questions given during the individual interviews that you object to, then you can say so.
Overbroad. Sige, sana pa.
That's my point, sir.
Nulungan tayo rito.
It says your authority is to conduct background investigation and verification. So whose background are you trying to investigate? Isn't it that the affiant's background is the subject of the subpoena? Because you cannot conduct a background investigation on the facts alleged in the affidavit. It's just a wrong choice of word, if I may. But we are willing to answer your questions. No problem with that, sir.
So, yun po mga kabayan po natin, hindi talaga pumayag itong si Atty. Balikod. So, ang gusto niya is grupo talaga kasi joint affidavit nga eh. Pero itong NBI gusto nila isa-isa kasi ang tansya ko dyan mga kabayan po natin, susubukan po nilang susuhulan, subukan po nilang takutin ang tao, baka madala nila. Kasi siyempre pag grupo, malamang hindi nila matatakot yan. Pero pag paisa-isa, baka makausap nilang ng masisinan o baka maopera nila ng kung ano man para lang manahimik ang mga marisa ito o kaya i-withdraw nila yung kanilang affidavit na sila po ang buhay na testigo na nagpapatunay na talagang totoo ang delivery ng mali-malitang pera. Sabi nga ni Atty. Topacio, bago natin tapusin ang video ito, huwag na tayo maglokohan. Kaya sana po, itong opisyal ng NBI, itong direktor ng NBI, sana mahiya naman po siya. Gawin niya ang kanyang trabaho at imbes na takutin itong mga witnesses, imbes na unahing ipatawag itong mga witnesses, bakit hindi niya unahing ipatawag at magpaliwanag, kinakailangan magpaliwanag yung mga miyembro ng team magnanakaw, yung miyembro ng mga grupong tumanggap ng mali-malitang pera. Yan, para sa akin, ang dapat gawin, unahin ng NBI. Lumayas o pinalayas. Nag-resign na po, confirm, itong si Cristina Prasco. Alam nyo si Cristina Prasco, mga kabayan po natin, ito po ang isa sa pinakamakontrobersya din na secretary ng Department of Tourism sa history ng Pilipinas. Dahil mantakin nyo mga kabayan po natin, nagpagawa po ng promotional video ng Pilipinas para sa turismo. Abay, ang ginawa po, imbis na pumunta para mag-shoot sa iba't ibang lugar, abay, kumuha na lang ng mga videos at litrato sa internet. At ang pinakamatindi po, pinopromote pa, no, dinala pa sa ibang bansa, pero nadiskubre na ito pala ay hindi mga litrato or picture ng mga tourist attraction sa Pilipinas. May galing sa Indonesia, may galing pa sa ibang lugar. Kaya talagang malaking kahihiyan yung dala po nito. And isa pa, no? Ngayon nag-promote naman ng tourism, ang ginamit naman ay ang mga pagmumukha niya. Kasi ayon po sa mga natanggap natin na mga impormasyon, lalo na po sa mga taga Cebu, ay may plano pala ito na tumakbo sa local official ng Cebu. So parang gusto niyang maging gobernador, parang gusto niyang sundan yung yapak ng kanyang nanay na si Gwen Garcia. Kaya pala ang kanyang pagmumuka ay binabalandra niya na po sa mga malalaking signages, malalaking tarpaulin, lalong-lalo na po sa Cebu at siyempre sa buong Pilipinas. Pero kalaunan sinabi niya na wala daw po siyang plano na tumakbo sa mas mataas pa na position. Okay. Pero malinaw po mga kababayan po natin, ang mensahe sa gobyerno ni Marcos Jr. na talagang incompetent, walang kwenta, at talagang iniwanan na rin siguro siya dahil nakita nila na palubog na itong bangka na dinadala ni Bongbong Marcos. Tandaan natin, yung ibang mga posting ay hindi pa po napapalitan. Kagaya ng Department of Finance, so yung executive secretary niya, ang dating Secretary of Department of Finance na si Ricto, yung kanyang inilagay dyan. Yung sa DBM niya po, mga kabayan po natin, nag-resign din. So ang daming nag-resign sa administrasyon ni Bongbong Marcos. At kagaya niya, halos lahat po ay may sabit din. Yung sa DBM, sangkot sa mali-malitang pera, anomalya sa flood control. Yung kanyang executive secretary, sangkot din po sa mga anomalyang korupsyon. At ito, sangkot din po sa anomalya ng korupsyon sa pagpupromote ng tourism. At puro salita, wala pong nagagawa. So, ano pa yung aasahan natin sa administrasyon ni Bongbong Marcos? Kaya ang kulang na lang na mag-resign o lumayas dyan sa Malacanang ay itong si Bongbong Marcos para maayos na yung ating bansa. Kaya ang tanong, Bongbong Marcos, bakit hindi ka pa mag-resign? Samahan mo na ang iyong mga cabinet secretary dahil ikaw ay wala namang kwenta, mantakin mo, imbes na makatipid, nagmamakaawa na magtipid tayo mga Pilipino, siya po ay naglakwatsa sa Amerika. Anak ng baka naman, no? At nagpa-party-party sa Malacanang. So, dapat mag-resign na rin si Bongbong Marcos kasama po ng kanyang mga cabinet secretary. Yun lang.